I wanted to say a few words from the previous topic, which was the outer Kechara. In the West, we are very intelligent and we like rational thinking. Then we feel relief. Kechara is just this land. Then we have a tendency to solidify. Okay, this is the world. So I don't need to think about anything else. So I just wanted to say the importance of this faith. In Vajrayana, as you may know, faith or devotion is the key. As I was talking about, this Taponka Rinpoche, since many people believe or have a faith, and then actually attain the Kechara by facing external Vajrayogini Pure Land or Amitabha, Sukhavati Pure Land. That's also possible or maybe open to that possibility. You know what I mean? We don't want to conclude with this world. In Japan, Pure Land Buddhism is traditionally the one method, strong method to go to the Buddha field, Buddha Pure Land. And the millions or whatever number of people prayed for reborn in the Pure Land. So we're going to continue to pray. That's my point. Prayer makes really get in touch with the faith and the devotion and soften our heart. If we psychologize and rationalize too much in the West, then that kind of gets a little dry. This emotional longing to go. If you want to use that term, go or meet with Vajrayogini, knowing that what emptiness means, then that helps. Does that make sense? There are lots of prayers. Sargent, Sakya Master, talks about how to meet, or he met so many different forms of Vajrayogini. Then he's praying, take me to Kechara, Pure Land, or embrace me, or kiss me, all these terminologies. We just don't want to psychologize. But at the same time, knowing the emptiness of that, anything could happen.
So like, in Amitabha's Pure Land, it's kind of just, you have devotion, the people are like, like Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu all day. And I know we need to be devoted and show like our pure devotion, things like that, Vajrayogini and connecting that way. But do we have to attain some sort of realization in order to get to Kechara? Like I know some Pure Lands, like in some things, like, I don't know, like Guru Rinpoche is like you have to have some kind of realization. I kind of if you could clarify on that a little bit.
Emptiness, first of all, that's the basic. We have to have an understanding or glimpse into emptiness. As long as we have solidified this world or the you, whom you take to be the self, we have to deconstruct in the sutra level. But then if we haven't completed that one in the sutra level, we continue to work with that aspect, vipassana aspect, the emptiness of self and the phenomena. That's the basis. Then this generation stage, that's the main method to go to or transform this world into outer Kechara, external Kechara. That's Guriya. So that means generation stage entails two realization, right? Vajra pride, whom you take to be the self. It's completely transformed into this divine pride, not just ordinary schmuck pride. No, this divine pride. Then external world, clear appearances. Those two things, qualities, important. Then we will be able to transform with these three levels of practitioners, right? And we need to do those things. Those are traditional methods presented. Then how we can bring to day-to-day life. That's also important because we are not always sitting on a cushion doing talk and reciting sadhana. We're gonna transform, we're gonna integrate our daily life into this practice.
I don't know, it seems too easy. I think it'll be harder said than done, but I'm like, but yeah, that clarifies it. Thank you.
In a sense, yes and no. So yes, it's easy because even illiterate person have a devotion and a kind of mantra. Because of this prayer is a let go of this self. Different way to approach, deconstruct this small self through devotions. Then as a result, you are taken to the Kechara Pure Land. So, but we are quite intelligent in a sense, not illiterate. So we do all these practice. And also we want to know the mechanism so that we are convinced it's possible. We have to have that conviction. I was talking important of the conviction is possible. Then that is not just a blind faith, but through our own experience and by reading the, for example, great masters' narratives, how they attained the rainbow body, what kind of practice they did. Oh, that same practice I've been doing. Then started to have a confidence possibility. Then started to get a glimpse into the emptiness. There's no things out there which I thought solid out there, independent from the one, the thought I label it. It's just merely labeled me and phenomena. Once you start that sort of experience repeating again and again, then started to have a more like a first illusionary nature, like a movies. It appears, yet doesn't have that really solid inherent existence out there or in here. Then we do a Mahamudra approach, directly look, or the analytical Madhyamika, we go from that direction, logic. Doesn't make sense really. It's impossible way of existing, we believing to be the self or a thing out there. That's why we suffer. That's why we create our delusions, negative emotions. That leads to the karma. Then karma leads to the suffering. Then we repeat again and again. And at this point, we need to cut the chain of that. In Tantra, we do this way. Pure vision and divine pride.